It's probably because the 4th of July travel rush is on, and the TSA expects this could be one of their busiest weeks ever.
It's already off to a rough start, though. Major storms either delayed or canceled thousands of flights over the weekend, stranding travelers.
NBC News correspondent Sam Brock is at Miami International Airport. He joins us with the latest. Sam, good morning. Just how busy is the airport so far?
Yes, Savannah, Joe, good morning. Let's talk about the rough start that Joe just mentioned. Over the course of the weekend, some 8,000 flights delayed, 2,500 canceled within, into, or out of the United States, according to FlightAware. So that is a lot. As far as how busy things are at the moment here in Miami, picking up, and look at these numbers from the TSA, okay? Over the course of the last couple of weeks, they've registered 3 out of the 5 all-time screening days, basically since mid-June, which is telling you this is, in fact, a record holiday travel season, and it's going to continue throughout the year with the highest projections right now from that agency. If you're traveling over the course of the next week, Sunday, July 7th, they are expecting to eclipse 3 million passengers in one day. That would be the highest mark, guys, in the history of the agency, documenting those figures.
Sam, there's a major storm churning in the Atlantic right now. It's Hurricane Beryl, Category 3. Yeah. How concerned are officials about this impacting travel?
Deeply concerned, Joe. So this was a Category 4 until this morning, but still you're talking about the difference between 120-mile-an-hour sustained winds and 130, which it was 12 hours ago. And there's a number of islands there, the Windward Islands, that are really bracing right now for what's to come next. We're talking about St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Barbados, the Barbados Prime Minister there talking about opening up shelters and also forcing businesses to close by 7 p.m. last night and warning people this is no joke. We haven't experienced a hurricane on this scale before, so it's expected to sweep through a cluster of those islands in the Caribbean and then continue onward. What that path might be, too early to say, but for all of these small island nations in the Caribbean, you know, tourism and obviously infrastructure is a little bit vulnerable. Tourism is dependent upon all the people coming in. That is their livelihood, so I'm sure many of them right now holding their breath this morning, guys, as we see what happens.
Yeah, Sam, so we sort of have this, like, double problem going on when it comes to travel, right? There's the weather, which is sort of uncontrollable, leads to all those cancellations, and then just the sheer number of people, what that means that those security lines are going to look like. Just how bad should people be thinking this weekend could get? How prepared should people be to get to the airport early, to maybe have to think about different options to get home?
Sure. So we know, obviously, Savannah, that staffing has been a major problem beyond just the issues with the weather. We've seen a shortage of ATC workers. We've seen, in many cases, flight attendants and pilots, not being able to get your crews to the airport on time to be able to get your flight out. I mean, that's affected so many passengers. The good news in terms of these cluster of crowds is that there has been technology leveraged increasingly at airports across the country to get you through those security lines faster, where you basically just hand your ID, take a picture, and you just move on. Hopefully that'll help a little bit, but that's not going to necessarily be solved for all of the staffing issues that are plaguing airlines right now across the country.
Oof. All right, Sam Brock, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.